Okay, so this is video two of bringing in the stack estimate into CoConstruct. We've brought in the estimate into a Google spreadsheet in the projects folder, and now we're going to start grouping our cost lines into groups to form items. So I'm going to take, I'm looking for kind of some keywords in here. We're seeing a lot of like remove, demo, things like that. So um, you also have a good way of doing this is also to sort by the um, accounting codes here. So a good way to do that, we had put in some rows to separate general conditions from material and material from labor. So I'm going to highlight just the labor lines. I'm going to right click, view more cell actions, and sort. And I'm going to sort by column F because that's where my accounting codes are. Column F, sort. And I don't think that worked. Demolition. Yeah, go together, huh? Okay. So demolition is typically something that your minor construction sub would do, right? Um, so I'm gonna go up here and in really big letters, we know that minor construction is going to be a item because we're going to need to build a big platform for that to be bid out and then a POB issued and so on and so forth. So that's definitely something that a sub that we will have is a minor construction. Um, the item name will be minor construction and then partner in parentheses to let everyone know that we won't be self-performing this. It's a partner that'll be doing it. So there's some demo items on the wall, some flooring, um, carpet demo. Believe it or not, is something that the flooring sub will actually do. So, flooring on that one. Wood base. The minor sub would probably do that. The floor tile. We'll put that down under flooring also. And let's see. Yep. So then we get into installing corner guards, decorative wall and ceiling panels, install wall covering. So um, what we're doing so far, we know that we've got a flooring sub here. So we'll insert one above there. And I'm going to go, and this will be a flooring installation. We got that guy there. He'll install the Schluter strip, transition strips, the vinyl plank. He'll demo the carpet, demo concrete pavers. That sounds like something that our miner guy would do, huh? Tile base, vinyl plank, baseboard, quarter round. And then we start getting into picture frame molding. So I'm going to enter a row above, and this will be something our miner guy will do. So I'm just going to go through and sort these. This says furnish and install. Well, these are labor items, so there won't be any. The furnish is down under material, right? So I'm going to take that furnish out. The installing the base cabinets and installing the hardware. There's a couple of different ways you could do this. If a cabinet supplier we're just ordering the cabinets and then the minor construction sub will do the install, and then we'll take these. There's also some demo in here. Um, so all these look like cabinets. So we'll move those up, and these are just the install. So there's the demo of them, and then the install of them. Um, this guy, the minor construction sub, would do the install. Now, if it's an additional way to bid this might be to have a sub give us a price to provide the cabinets and install them. In which case, this sub wouldn't. But don't drive yourself crazy on that just yet. Put it into the minor construction, installing those cabinets, and then later, and when we start setting up bid platforms, we can switch it around. Okay, so there we go. We've got our line items sorted or grouped together rather by the subs that we plan to have on the project. We plan on having our minor construction sub or partner do all of these labor items. We've got our flooring items that our flooring sub will do. We've got an electrician that's got some rough end that needs to happen, and a countertop sub. So if things change and you want another sub, to do one of these, like let's say you actually want a painter, a different painter that only does paint to come in, you would just separate these into a paint, just like we've done the others, and that's fine. Just take it out of the minor construction. So now let's move over to our estimate and co-construct. We're going to start a new specification, and we'll start with our big one. Will be minor construction, and it's going to be a partner, same as we have on the other sheet. And this is going to be bid platform needed. That's where they all start. The 001 is the first of the 4 steps of that journey for labor, and material is the exact same. It's just with a 1 in front of them. So same 4 steps. And then we've got our local material designation, and well, those are the only approved categories now at Lanyap. The only one that's not here, and I'm sure it's down below, is the 999 general conditions category. So we'll go ahead and add that in. And so this is our category. This is our item. Whoops. This is our item. And these, we're going to go ahead and start adding some cost lines. These are our cost lines. Cost lines are the lines that are in the estimate that we brought in from Stack. That's what those are. So one more time, categories, items, and cost lines. So we're going to start grabbing our estimate lines. We'll start here at the top and bring them over into our estimate. Bring that in. This. And we will, let's see. Bring that over also. There we go. And there was, on the last one, there was 26 at 86 for demoing the drywall. The next one, Control C, Control V, and there are 2 of those at 83.83. Sounds good. And so on and so forth. So we'll put all those in, right, that are in here under my construction. We'll go down. Once those are done, we'll start the next one, floor installation for that partner. So we'll go to new specification. It's not going to let us. Doesn't like it whenever we don't put in our accounting codes. It's very strict about that. So I'm going to delete these. We'll just pretend that we've put all of the minor construction lines in. Okay, I'm going to do new specification. These are all the minors. So that's 80/20. And we'll go to specification. Flooring. And we'll select the category. Starting on bid platform needed because it's new. And add the cost lines. We'll start grabbing the floorings and bringing those in. We'll put in these first four. Trying to kind of get on a roll doing just the names, and that can be faster than trying to stop and put the quantities in also. So 1689, 74, 74, 1689, 74, 74, and 208.81. And then we would put in the units of measurement, which is so that's missing. Demo in the flooring 1689. I'm sure that's probably what, square feet. So you'd go through here and basically uh, match your estimate to the units of measurement and the cost per unit to um, uh, your stack estimate. Okay. Now, at no point have I worried about pricing, right? All I'm worried about is getting the cost lines from the estimate and stack into Elko with the proper quantity, unit of measurement, and unit cost. Okay, so let's pretend for a second that um, let's see, it's 5120. Let's pretend for a second that we've got them all in now, and we need to get the pricing. Now we're worried about. Um, Now we're worried about pricing because we need so what you're seeing down here, this estimate total is the total of the line items that we have in currently, right? And this total right here is the only place this number can be found. Only one place number can be found. You scroll down right here under totals. This total right here is the total of all your budgets. Okay, so you're at $188, and 379.38 is your retail, right? That's what the client will pay. That's your contract price, right? So what I highly recommend doing at this point is if you have if you have the estimate total that the client has in their hands, right, and they've agreed to, they must have agreed to it because we wouldn't be putting this in if not, right? So you want to update this, and it's going to give you three options. This over here where it says original contract, it's going to give you three options. It's going to say you want to keep it at wherever it is now. You want to change it to 379, which is the estimate total that for the lines that you currently have in there. Or you want to change it to something else. Change it to go to change to and put in the dollar amount of the project that the client has agreed to. All right. So we're gonna do a little pretending. We're gonna pretend that the price that the client has agreed to is how much? Let's just say 400 and I don't know. Name something out here. 489 and how many cents? 22. 22. All right, 49.22. That's our contract price. All right. So what we have to do is we have to get this to match this, right? Now remember, we're pretending that all these lines that's it. That's all we have, and all of our material has been put in. Also, the degree of separation on material. We did all the labors. It's the exact same thing for material. That's why I didn't go through it. When you're doing your labor lines, you're thinking about, okay, will this sub be doing this, or will some other sub be doing this? You ask yourself that question on every one of them, right? It's the exact same thing for material. Will the supplier be selling us this, or will another supplier? Sometimes a mistake that I see often is take lights, for example. You've got 16 different decorative lights. Well, there's a good chance that a single supplier might not be able to get you all 16 of those lights. You may have to take, get 12 of those lights from one supplier and another 4 from a different one, right? Be two different suppliers. They're both light fixtures, but there's two different suppliers. When that happens, you'll need two different items, two different of these guys, right? Now, you won't always know that when you're first building your estimate in Elko. You won't always know that. This is very important. Um, when you do find out, that's when you separate them. It's no big deal. This can move. What doesn't change are these guys. These cost lines. These cost lines. I mean, that's it. We've bid that. That's what we have. So what you can do is change the item that your cost lines are under and change the category. So as that cost line or as that item makes its way through the journey of needing a bid platform, um, bid platform's been built, and then you need a PO and then PO issued. Right, that through that journey on material and labor, your items change uh, through that journey. They don't change. They change the category they're in, I should say. And then sometimes cost lines need to be broken out into another. Let's say your carpet installer says, "Oh no, I don't do remove." And you bid it out, and the price is good enough to have your minor construction guy or a whole different company do the removal of your floor tile here and your transition strips, let's just say. Well, and then look, here's a demo carpet. So you can break those three into a different item called floor demolition, and because a different company will be doing that, right? All right, so back to the money. I'm going to stop here and go through the money as part 3 of the videos.